today we have a nice panel about a very difficult subject, and that's digital identification. And I have a great panel here made up of good people coming from different countries, different entities, from Ukraine to Albania, and then from Visa to the government agency. And then, of course, chair signed, by the way, congratulations for the demo before. It was very useful for the students, I think, right? Okay, my name is Nick Balaciano. I have a fintech called Lendrise. We do a lot of stuff with digital identity and scoring and banking and so forth. But also vice president of the Romanian Fintech Association. So that's why I know and I met a lot of you here today. Now, today's panel is about how fragmented is the KYC and digital identity in Europe, because we are supposed to be kind of unique, have the same interoperable digital identities. And we have two countries, not part of the EU, but they are keeping up with what we are building in Europe. So I will ask with the foreigners, let's call them foreigners, because they are also friends, to tell us more about how things are going in other countries, because we are so nice and close and quiet here in Europe. No wars, no mafia, no drugs, this is what we say. But there are countries who are affected by this malicious situation. So I will start with Ghana, because she came all down from Ukraine to tell us how things are going in terms of KYC first. And then please introduce yourself. So that's how it works. Yeah, I will introduce you first, where you are coming from and what you do. So Ghana.
Thank you. I'm Ganna Gorbenko. I'm from Ukraine, and I am responsible for compliance and AML issues in OTP Bank. So OTP Bank is European bank. That's why we have more restrictions than other banks in Ukraine because of our regulator. And I am also head of Ukrainian Compliance Association. So I am responsible for the whole sphere in Ukraine. And we are dealing now with many things because we are trying to be in Europe. But I have prepared a key message for this panel, because we are speaking about KYC and digital transformation also. For years, the industry has been asking how to make onboarding faster, but I believe we should start asking a different question. Because onboarding, to make it faster, we have to trust to our clients mostly, and to ourselves also.
Cool. So you have to trust your clients, but clients have to trust you as well.
Yes,
trust
exactly.
you back.
Yes, exactly.
And then there is a government in the middle, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Cool.
As someone responsible for compliance and financial monitoring in a bank, I can say that identity verification alone does not create trust. A digital wallet can confirm who the person is, but it cannot confirm why the account is being opened, where the money comes from, whether the customer is acting on their own behalf, or how the risk profile may change tomorrow. So that's why I would like to, to speak about it with all the panelists.
Okay.
Because it's the main task for me, and the main task for implement digitalization in this issue.
Excellent. Thank you. So we will challenge the panelists here, but I'll ask you now, coming from Albania, to tell us, also you are a banker, so you work for Raiffeisen. How do you see that from outside the EU? Hopefully one day both countries will join you pretty soon.
So yes, I'm Entela Prifti. I come from Raiffeisen Bank Albania as the Chief Security Officer of the bank.
Please.
So yeah, it's a bit different. It's a slight different perspective, maybe from compliance or AML. But at the end, both perspectives go to the same direction, to the customers, building trust to our institutions, and also vice versa to the high responsibility that especially banking sector has to make sure that we are offering service to well-identified customers. So currently is quite challenging because only recently our legislation is recognizing this digital wallet. So far, what this onboarding of the customers or KYC would look like was like a separate number of processes and systems that are now trying to check if this person is who they claim to be. Are this person eligible to work with the bank to perform financial services? Are these processes being challenged from fraudsters, from cyber criminals? So you have to do all these checks in order to be able then to offer certain services.
So it takes some time to make sure that...
It takes a lot of times, and also it increases the complexity to reach to the trust and to certainty that you are offering services to the right individual.
Do the people give up trying to onboard, right?
They do give up. And also, as I mentioned, also the legislation didn't help a lot because although we implemented all these digital processes, then they said, okay, but you need to do also a human verification. So it becomes a bit funny.
That happens in Romania too. I mean, in other countries in Europe. So now we move from a 2.5 million country to 20 million country, which is Romania. So Aurel, what you can tell us about how you see, because you represent ChairSign, you are in this business for so many years. You had a very good presentation. So how you see that from KYC to EUID? Because then the next question will go to the authority. So let's see.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. First of all, I would like to say welcome to our guest from abroad, from the panel, and also for the rest of the attendance. One thing is sure, the fact that identity is the most critical aspect if we talk about building trust on different processes. If we look at the financial services, then identity is one of...
It's key. Without digital identity, you cannot build anything digitally.
It's one of the most crucial aspects from the process. Even if we talk about new customers or existing customers, the fact is that eIDAS 2.0 has a big focus on identity, and EUID wallet is the main challenge that became a challenge for each of us. Regardless, we talk about financial providers or technology providers. As far for Romania, in our perspective, we are ready from the technology perspective.
I really like engineers, but we need some law.
We are engineers. We are doing our job. We also part of some work groups at the European level. We manage to internalize all the knowledge we gather and try to leverage this knowledge within projects in banks or universities, like we've shown, like our partners shown.
By the way, we are a 20 million country, but 25% of our country is outside Romania. So we have to onboard those people as well. So that's why I can tell you in the audience, we have other companies like Evertrust or ETSB who are present here. So if you want to talk to them about how other things go in other countries, please do so. We also have, of course, Visa, because Visa is the main sponsor here. And Adina is going to maybe tell us what Visa is doing about digital identity in general, how useful it is for so many users of Visa, because, you know, it's worldwide. I wonder how it's different here in Romania than, and then maybe you can tell a bit about the project in Brussels, if you please. So Adina, just introduce yourself, thanks.
Does it work? Yes. So first of all, I also wanted to build a bit on what Ghana said. I think this is actually the magic of the European Digital Identity Wallet, and it will simplify not only reduce friction and make onboarding faster, but it will also make it much more trusted because of the verified attribute that is provided, and because the user can share what attributes it wants with consent, and also taking into consideration privacy concerns. Visa has been very active at the European level on the European Digital Identity Wallet, not only shaping the standards, the technical standards, but also contributing to pilot projects. In the first consortium, which was called European Wallet Consortium, we led the payment task, the task force on the payment, contributing to secure customer authentication and initializing the use cases. This consortium ended with a very successful pilot in 2025 that we performed together with Banca Transilvania, which was the first ever card payment through a European digital identity wallet.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I will come back to you because, we also have Google Pay, Apple Pay, wallets, and so on. Those American stuff, how we can handle it here in Europe. But now I'm going to the authority. So Mr. Julescu was in charge with the beautiful credit, how do you call that? Carta Electronica de Identitate. And I think today we have like 2 million cards, Mr. Julescu. So please introduce yourself in a few words. I'm not going to ask any political questions, just technology, maybe a bit of law.
Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you for having me here.
2 million, 2.5 million?
No, today maybe 2 million. I will tell you in a few seconds because I didn't check yesterday, but maybe today will be 2 million. It's difficult to discuss about the Romanian ID card because it was a project conducted for 24 years in Romania, and I started working on this project in 2017, and I remember nobody in Romania nobody wanted that this project to be finished. Nobody. Except you. Except
us, the audience, you see?
Yes.
So the Romanians, you say they wanted it, but the government said no.
The main problem of the public administration in Romania is the lack of information about user, about citizen. All the projects are conducted only for
clients.
Exactly. But no, it's difficult to understand from outside. You have to come inside to have a small idea about how the projects are conducted, how the objectives are set, because the citizen in general, it doesn't match with the other interests related to other objectives. And
I think
now I know Nick.
it's a huge disclaimer. You are the president of ADR, so
Yes,
you cannot tell us more about that, but that's okay.
I have
no tough questions, no hard questions.
I didn't had problems with talking publicly related to the inside problems. And in this context, we have to be aware that Romania has a goal, EUID wallet,
December.
in
this year.
December.
Yeah.
Will
Go into infringement, right? So that's how you tell us.
There are some orgs in progress. I believe in December we will have a solution.
That's good news.
And probably in autumn we will have some public debate, because in my perspective, the wallet without user,
we have 20 million citizens, and they are waiting for that. There are long queues for people to get that new ID card, which is very useful. But I understand. So state objectives are similar to the citizens' objectives, and then we are working together to have it done. So now I'm coming back to the other authority, because you used to work in your previous life in the public sector as well. So you wanted to continue with your point of view on how the wallet should help people and state and banks, and especially financials, because we talk about fintechs and banking here. So how do you see that?
Okay, I could say that Ukraine became unexpected laboratory for digital transformation, because in the very difficult time, we have this time not for years, but more, people try to find new solutions to have access to financial institutions, to financial services. And that's why we have created many special tools for identification of people, for KYC in the phone, and to use it like you are in the bank exactly, or in the financial institution. And that helps us a lot.
Right.
Sure. Yes.
So if you don't strive, you don't thrive. So we don't need a war to have better wallets or to have better cards. So Ukraine is not building only drones against Russians. They also build good wallets on the phone. So you can use the phone wherever you go.
Exactly.
That's great. We are not going to have that very soon, except as Mr. Julescu said, in December we'll have the luck. How is in Albania? Because you also build something, and you also strive to be compliant with the EU regulations, because you want to join the EU.
The European dream has been like a fuel, very good fuel for the government to set up and build a digital wallet for the identities of the citizens. And we go very fast from zero to hero. We want to be like maybe in top first countries that implement such capabilities in Europe. And also in the same time to recognize wallets developed by EU countries in our market, because especially banking sector is offering services to international customers. So it's with high benefit to be able to recognize whichever electronic identity people are commonly using, and not introduce them, each financial institution introducing a new digital identity, new digital solution, and so on.
So Albania is almost ready to accept the EU citizens to open accounts
Yes.
in Albania.
Yes.
So you are fast forwarding that.
Currently, we recognize all trusted service providers that are certified according to EIDAS. And once it's going to become mandatory to accept that every citizen that is presenting a certified wallet to accept it as identity measure, then we will definitely.
So the EU citizens are welcome, not American citizens like Ivana Trump trying to buy an island in Albania. Now going back to ChairSign. So Aurel, what's next? What you can tell about what you are cooking? So, we always think of having private wallets to be interoperable with the government wallets. So how do you see that? What's ChairSign thinking of?
I'll be very short. From our perspective, it's very important to have this ecosystem maintained and updated updated with all the specification, which are developing very fast. So basically, if today we've shown, our partners from university have shown how the ecosystem could rely on a wallet application, how we issue credentials, the roles of the relying parties or authentic source. You can plug out the university and plug in whether we talk about bank ecosystem or I don't know, a public ecosystem in order to interact with the wallet and the entire ecosystem. So our focus now is to onboard as much partners as we can, and we have from various industries, public and private, and be a partner, first of all, for the public sector, be a partner, a dialogue partner, and to have this knowledge leverage within the Romanian public sector. And afterwards, we go to Ukraine and Albania. I would like to...
Excellent. So you are welcome too, because Intela said here you are allowed to do business in Albania and most probably also in Ukraine. So Visa, what you are doing in terms of, because you are so big and never failed, so right, it's purpose here. How do you say, what's the impact on your users, on Visa? Millions of users using ID. Is Visa more involved? Is going to do new projects in 1 minute, if you can, please.
Sure, I'll be brief. So since the last pilot that we have done in September 2025, we're now co-leading the second consortium at European level, which is called We Build. And the scope of the consortium is a bit larger than the first one. It focuses on testing banking and payment use cases.
Does it include MasterCard too? Or
Sorry?
That the new project includes MasterCard, or is only Visa?
I mean, I can't comment on MasterCard strategy and plans. I can tell you what we are testing. And we are, so what it actually works on is on how to combine verified digital identity with other verified attributes to also capitalize on other credentials, like, for example, age verification, and combining that with a payment. And the use cases are actually more broader, not only for consumers, but also for the banking sector.
So Visa stayed involved in that.
Yes.
Going back to Ukraine, Ghana, how do you see that? Are you also very open to European countries to join the technology stack? Like we see in Albania, how do you see that having foreigners participating to the digital transformation?
Of course, Ukraine is very open for everybody who wants to come. Even now, we have many foreigners in Ukraine now, and please don't be afraid that something very bad there. It's life.
You are very convincing. So
exactly. So many international banks in Ukraine operate. Not many, only 5. But now we have 69 banks in Ukraine. Before we have had 189. So the amount is decreasing, but anyway, we have many there. So that's why we have many challenges to survive in this digital world. So that's why we are trying to create new tools for inviting clients also, and to propose them more digital instruments for operating in the financial market. So that's why I am inviting you, please.
Thank you very much. So Mr. Julescu, so you said December is a deadline, an objective for everyone to have the wallet on the phone.
Okay. Thank you, Nick. 2 days ago, we reached 2 million.
Today, just checked. Okay, cool.
Yes. As a positive conclusion, in my opinion, we must focus on the common trust infrastructure in Romania. It's not the wallet, it's not the container the most important.
Is the trust.
Yes, in my opinion, for all of you, the common trust infrastructure, it will be the most important. The second insight that I have for you is interoperability, because an interaction one-to-one, it isn't interoperability. The wallet must be in the center of interaction between the holder is the citizen, and after that, maybe in 2 years, we will have the business wallet. In the center will be the wallet, and on the other side, must be the issuer, the verifier, and all of these must be interconnected in this interoperability infrastructure. In that the solution must be discussed, must be publicly discussed, and
so we are going to have a public debate, you said, which never happened, right? So I'm watching Info Chair, Evo Trust, it's me here, ChairSign here. So there are so many companies interested in see how they are going to work with the Romanian government.
I believe in autumn. I believe in September. There will be probably open these discussions between the public administration and other parts interested to interact with the wallet, with the government wallet, and we have to be ready to understand the technical specifications. Maybe I'm a legal. I have a legal background.
I know you are a lawyer.
Technical one, and
that's a tough job.
My focus will be on the regulatory or on the regulation on the legislative part.
This is done. So they are look. No. What I'm saying, the legal is done. Everything is in place, Mr. Giulescu. So we have to execute it, right? That's what the government is going to do. You promised that by the end of December to have everything in place and working. Now, 10 seconds. Is EUID wallet a positive or a negative thing for the time? One positive or negative?
I think it's definitely a positive.
So it's not a nightmare. It's not something that will just throw it away and say,
people's lives under the condition that it will not be a simple document container, but it will be interoperable, have use cases.
Mr. Giulescu said interoperable. Yeah.
Yes, it is positive as long as it's citizen-centric and public and private sector.
We are aligned with the government.
Collaborate.
Cool. So how do you see it, Gana?
Of course, it's positive because.
Of course, it's positive. You see, everybody is positive.
Because now people could stay at home and do everything they want from home. That's why we are on the right way, exactly.
So, Mr. Giulescu, you are right. But no, just you are right. You're right. So
definitely positive.
All right. So, Antela.
Always positivity. I want to add something that if we want to see such a solution to succeed, there are two different things that we need to think more carefully. First is that now we are centralizing so many actors in one single solution in the hands of the customer. But once it becomes in full power that is going to be consumed, who is going to take responsibility if a breach of identity happens?
Yeah, that's scary, right? So it's not all positive. It might be a risk in that.
Absolutely. So this is a topic that needs to be solved legally, not just technically.
So, yeah, a lot of opinions, most of them positive. Thank you very much, panel. Talk to them, see them. Thank you very much.